left the door open? It was me, but like still. So yeah, black is fine. That's not what for the wool. Black wool is fine. So weird, like now that I moved out, like I live on my own, I like financially support myself. I love thinking back to my childhood. Like it was so shitty and it traumatized me. But things that like remind me of it or like just thinking about it in general, it just kind of makes me like warm and fuzzy. When we first moved to Canada, yes, I'm an immigrant, refugee to be exact. I think my ADHD like affected my whole life. Like I always had trouble learning things, but like not enough where I had like a learning thing and not enough where I'm stupid, you know? Like it's like just struggle and I need like, and I just need to learn like a certain way. Like I struggled a lot with learning and shit. Like learning English was so hard for me. I lived in Iraq for like 10 years and I struggled so much just learning my own language. I remember my mom would always get so frustrated with me because it would take me so long to learn. And my brother was like naturally smart. So you can imagine the disappointment. Anyways, no, they're not disappointed. But at the time, like it's just like life was just so frustrating. And whatever, it doesn't matter. I used to get bullied so much for like not knowing English, but that doesn't even matter. That's not the point. What is going on? Alrighty. Anyways, I struggled so much learning English. Like it caused me to kind of forget Arabic, which really sucks because like I can't write and read Arabic. I could speak it. It is choppy, but I could at least speak it. But I cannot write or read at all. I know it will be easy if I did want to learn because I tried to learn like 2 years ago. Duolingo. It's not too hard because I already know the words and I know how to speak it. So I just need to remember what the letters look like and how to like spell things. But it's still like really annoying. And I remember when I was like growing up, my parents shit on me so much. Well, my dad mostly. My dad was always like, you can't read and write? Like what the hell? My brother still can. Sucker me. I was always like, you know, made to feel like shit. And I didn't even realize I always did feel like shit. Like fuck, like why did I forget? It just dawned on me like I was literally just 9, 10 in a new country. I struggled with learning things and I was getting bullied. Like it was so hard to, you know, like getting used to like this new world. Like you're mad I forgot Arabic. Like I just learned a whole new language. But I remember when I was like grade 3, grade 4, I feel like I don't know if my parents were trolling me or they just didn't know, but like grades don't fucking matter when you're grade 3, 4, 5, whatever. Like they don't matter until realistically you're grade like 11, 10 if you're extra, 12 if you're, you know, like 10, 11, 12. Grades don't fucking matter. I remember one time I got a C on my math test and my mom was like a math genius. So she literally, oh my god, I was fearing for my life. This girl chased me to the bathroom. I was crying, bro. I was like, please, man. I was so scared of her. She's like, open the door. I'm like, no, open the door. I was like, no, what the fuck, bro? Leave me alone. Like, I'm struggling in life. Why you gotta target me? Yeah, that was, yeah. Anyway, stuff did get better. Like, you know, they did start understanding, but it just like that moment scarred me forever. I remember in like grade 4 or whatever, I cut myself some bangs and these bitches would not stop calling me Hannah Montana for, I kid you not, probably like a month. I was like, okay, I get it. But I think I was gassed at the time because I really liked Hannah Montana. But I don't know why people think it's a good idea to tell someone they look like someone else. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if you tell me I look like Kylie Jenner. No, bitch, I look like me. It's annoying. Like, why do you think it's a compliment that I look like someone else? What was that? What was that? Who is that? What is that? Where is it? What's going on, bro? Anyways, I remember this girl. Oh my god, this like the only friend I had, bro. I was so, it was whatever. I'm okay now. Traumatizing childhood though. I remember this girl like was my only friend. She took me to her house and she was like, yo, let me show you this. Like, she had this like, it wasn't an attic, this little area where it's like super dark. And she was like telling me like about the shit she was like doing with this guy and stuff. And this was like grade, what, 5, 4? This little thought. And I remember I just felt like so shitty. I don't know. Everyone was like having stories and I was the only one that's like a fucking immigrant. Like ain't nobody want me. I remember I used to lie about that shit, but I won't get into that now because that's a little bit, I do tell embarrassing stories, but I think that's a little too embarrassing at the moment. Anyways, where was her parents? They were divorced, so it makes sense. But I remember at the time she was like making excuses like, oh, my mom works here and there, whatever. And I used to tell my mom, and she's like, bro, like they're divorced. This bitch is just coping. I was like, no, she wouldn't lie to me. Life was so weird until I hit high school. I was in middle school. I don't know how no one knew. I guess because I never showed it that much, but I don't know how no one knew I had like weird mental stuff. Like, I know I'm not crazy, but I definitely was not a normal child. I remember I had this like best friend. His name was Alex. Imagine one day he sees this. Probably not. He doesn't even remember me. I wanted this man so badly that like, it's so weird because like he was super friendly with me. Like friendly. Again, we were just like 12. So. I think he really liked my personality, but I was ugly and fat as hell. I wasn't that that fat, but I was chunky. I want her, but at the same time, she's gross type shit. I think it was like one of those. I remember like every single dance we had, I would be praying and begging to God that this man would ask me to dance, like even as a joke. Please, bro, please. Never. I remember he danced with like one of my friends, and I literally wanted to end my life and hers. I wanted to kill everybody, bro. It was the end of the world. I think before that, I also had a different, which I didn't even, like, at least this guy I knew, but the other guy I literally did not fucking know. But anyway, I like this guy. He was like a grade older. I literally did not know him, but I was so obsessed with him. I would literally stalk his social media, and he had like 2 pictures, and I would just stare at them all day and maybe think about them before I went to sleep, but that's beside the point. But anyways, I was so obsessed with this man that like when he danced with another girl, I literally was about to end my life. It was the end for me. No, they stole my sword. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I remember going to the bathroom and like bawling my eyes out, and girls were like, "What's wrong?" And I was literally having a panic attack. I was like, I'm issue. I had this friend. She was so fucked up. Like, girls are, this is my start of getting hurt by my female friends. I remember one of my friends, she was like an online friend, but she knew I really liked this guy. And one time she literally pretended to be him and like texted me on Skype, and she was like, "My guy, I like you too." And I'm, you know, I'm a kid. I was really naive. And of course, if something happens like that, you want to believe it. I didn't find out until like months later. This bitch, she was like, "Yeah, that was me." Oh, goddamn. Before the year ended, we had graduation dance, right? And like graduation ceremony and everything. My friend, I don't fucking know why. I swear to God, everyone was out to get me. I don't know what the fuck I did. I'm just some fucking sad ass immigrant. They told me, I still don't know if this was a lie or not. Maybe like he told me like Alex told me that he is gonna ask you to dance at graduation. And of course my dumbass believed it. And I was like, oh my God. Who are you? Fuck, why is there so many things eating me? Oh my God, I can't see. Ow, ow. Yeah, so I was lied to. I was told my crush was gonna dance with me. He did not dance with me, bro. We were sitting at dinner. First of all, I was wearing this fucking $20 dress because my mom was like, "Why would I spend money on a dress that you're gonna wear once? And we're fucking poor." I was like, okay. So, you know, I got that $20 sad ass dress, which was, by the way, so miserable. It was so painful. It literally was like scratching the inside of my arm all night. I had red scratches everywhere. It was so awful. After graduation, I ended up taking it off. I already knew some shit would happen like this. I already was prepared with a hoodie, crop top. I was fucking chunky. I don't know who the fuck I thought I was. Anyways, a girl had a dream, and I wasn't gonna let my fatness destroy that dream. But I might have pushed over a glass by accident and broke it, which caused my crush to become wet, not in the good way. So any chances of that was already dying down. But like I wait, and I'm like, man, is this bitch gonna fucking ask me to dance? Like, no. Yeah, no, he instead danced with this Brianna, and I was like, fuck, I didn't even know he liked her. Like, what the hell? Like, who the fuck? Like, what the fuck? She has no personality. Like, I don't understand what the fuck. And she's like very boring looking too. It's not like she was like a bad bitch or whatever. Turns out after I was told she just had big titties. That's why. Always lose to the big titties. Whatever, I guess. Understandable, I suppose. Speaking of the crush that I barely even fucking knew, I was so obsessed with this man. I literally joined choir for him just so that I could be around him. Choir. I had to perform in a show. I'm down so bad. We sang Last Christmas and Where's the Love. I'm ashamed. I'm really not. My parents came to that shit, man. My parents came to that shit. I'm such a disappointment for all immigrants. Can I say I was fooled by a white boy? Probably thought I was like fucking following him around. Fair enough. Bro, I was such a clout chaser when I was in middle school. I literally tried to pick up violin, which is such a hard fucking instrument, simply just so I could be like, look, I can play the violin. I was so shit. I have no musical bone in my body. I could not read notes. Every time there was a test, I don't know how I got out of it. And then when the time came for the show, thing was not even on the string. I just pretended like I was playing it. I wasn't playing shit.